99.5 WKDQ, number one for New Country. Hey, what's up? It's Kendra. I have Brett Young on the line. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's pretty cold up here. Are you in Nashville right now?
We are in Knoxville.
Oh, you're in Knoxville?
Tonight is the first night of the Chapters tour. It's actually pretty cold here, too. I think we were in, I know it's colder there, but we were in like the high 20s when I woke up this morning.
Yeah, it's been freezing here, so I'm like wearing a big puffy sweater, but that's okay. So I am so excited to talk to you. First off, I know everybody's been congratulating you on your baby girl, but she's so precious. Follow her, you guys all on social media, so I love seeing all her little photos.
Thank you. She's beautiful, and she's so much fun.
Is she like
you can hear in my voice, she's also exhausting. Yeah.
I was going to say, how's it going to be now touring? Is she going to be touring with you? Is that going to be a whole different change for you?
Last night was actually her first night on the bus. She's coming out for opening weekend, and it definitely changes the daily schedule on tour. But we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even go on stage till after her bedtime, so I don't know if she'll be coming to shows, if we're even going to try that. This is all a crapshoot. This is all trial and error this weekend. So, but I'm excited to have them out here. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I bet that is so fun. I'm so excited about that. So I've actually met you a couple times. So you came to Evansville. I met you here. I think 2 different times. I'm not sure. Me and my friend, we've followed you a lot, and she actually met you for the first time several years ago down at St. Jude. And you guys talked about the Keys. She actually is a coworker that works here. And we actually have our radiothon coming up for St. Jude. So we love that you are a partner with that. Did you get to go down to Country Cares this year?
I did. I actually, I was at a writer's retreat in Florida, jumped on my bus, went in and played a writer's round with Brad Paisley and Randy Owen.
Oh, that's always fun.
At the Peabody. Yep, it was a blast. And got to meet some of the, every year it's always a new group of kids that I get to meet and get inspired by. It's an incredible event, but also that those kids are just the sweetest, most inspirational human beings. And so we get there as often as we can. And this year was just as incredible as all the rest.
That is awesome. Yeah, it's always amazing. They always talk about, that St. Jude moment that you have. And my brother-in-law was actually a St. Jude kid back when he was younger. And, they still, go down and they have all the St. Jude stuff up in the house. And from, the family perspective, it's so appreciative what everybody can do for the kids and for the hospital in general. You just have a totally different appreciation when you get to see it from both sides as, the family with someone who's a patient and then going down for me, for work. So it's always amazing. Also, you've got your Chapters tour started, and I am super excited because you're probably going to be playing Catch, I assume, when you come to Evansville.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know if you know, but Evansville's a pretty big baseball city. Don Mattingly comes from here. I went to high school with his kids, and we've got 2 great baseball colleges here. And that song, when you first came out with the video, I sent it to my best friend because her and her husband, they met at the baseball field. And now, 5 or 6 years later, they're married and they're expecting their first child. And so everything's been surrounded by baseball. So it's great.
I love that. The song was already one of my favorites. But then when my buddy Seth wrote the treatment for that video, and it just kind of gave it an underlying almost second story.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, but when he wrote the treatment, he didn't even know that we knew we were pregnant, but he didn't even know we were pregnant. So for him writing that little kid in the end of the story was kind of a fun little foreshadowing that even when we were there filming the video, we didn't tell anybody.
That is awesome.
But it's a really special video to me, but, for a lot of reasons, but for that one specifically.
Absolutely. Now, have you played any baseball since you've been singing?
No, I haven't. The last time I played was in a men's league in California the summer before I moved to Nashville. So it's been about, I guess, almost 7 years now.
Wow, that's a long time. My husband is a huge baseball player, played in high school, went to state, won, and all that. And then he got, offers to college, and he's like, you know what? I'm done. He didn't want to play anymore. I was like, okay. So that's
it's funny how that happens. There, for most people, for me it was an injury, which, I didn't get to make a choice. But for most people, there is just the day where you go, this was a blast, but it's time to hang him up.
Yeah. I was just like, okay. And I don't know if ever he was going to end up with, the Tommy John surgery or anything, but because he was pitcher and he just was like, you know what, I was done with it, but that's what happens. So
Yep, and when it's a blessing to actually know that you're done. But
Yeah.
it's much more difficult to have it decided for you. So
Right. Now, so you've been to Evansville a couple times. Have you ever been to Bosse Field where A League of Their Own was filmed?
I have not.
It is like probably 5 to 10, not even 10 minutes from the Ford Center or from the old National Events Plaza where you're going to be, and a lot of history there. It's, I think, one of the 3 oldest ballparks still in the country. But A League of Their Own was filmed there.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it's awesome. So if you get a few minutes and you want to get a tour over at that place to see it, get some merchandise and stuff, it's really close. So
we may have to go check that out. I love that.
yes. So I know you're a huge baseball fan, so I was like, I have to mention that to him in case he's not been there before. So I'm super excited for the Chapters tour. I'm actually going to be there. My coworker Emily and I, we bought tickets on the very first day we could buy tickets. Even though I work at the radio station, we still bought tickets.
I love that.
We're super fans. We went to Louisville to see you at the, I can't remember the small venue that it was at. It was on almost on 4th Street. We went and saw you there. The Mercury Ballroom, we saw you there. We went into Louisville or Lexington when you were with Thomas Rhett, and we saw you there. We're kind of fangirls, so she lost her mind when I was going to talk to you today. So.
Well, I love that. Tell her I said hi. We're looking forward to seeing you. This is the Chapters tour is like by far the biggest production we've brought to a tour, and so it's a very exciting one for me. It's very personal, so hopefully you guys enjoy it.